Yes, Dani Carvajal is coming to Real Madrid very, very soon. This man suffered a career-ending injury in October of last year against Villarreal. And that ACL, who would have thought that Dani Carvajal would come back to Real Madrid or even come back to football? But wow, miracles are true. Miracles are true. And Dani Carvajal is on his way back to Real Madrid. Back to the Los Galacticos. Back to the right back position. And back to being a legend in Real Madrid once again. Now Real Madrid will get back their number uno captain right now, who starts when Modric is not there. His name is Dani Carvajal. Absolutely mind-blowing. It's gonna be really, really exciting, really interesting to see how things go from here, because Dani Carvajal is one of the best right backs, or was one of the best right backs before his ACL. This man was actually someone who deserved to win the Ballon d'Or. Okay? This guy is not like anybody else. Dani Carvajal's injury was the reason Real Madrid did not win a lot of games. The reason Real Madrid lost a lot of games. For example, against Barcelona, against Arsenal, against Espanyol, against Valencia, against Athletic Bilbao. Those games, seriously, those games that we lost, Liverpool, of course, AC Milan, we have a lot of games, Lille. I don't know what I'm going to say, actually. Those games are games that we lost in this season. And if you can see, as soon as Dani Carvajal got injured for Real Madrid, as soon as Dani Carvajal got hurt for Real Madrid, Real Madrid's form just dropped directly, just dropped. This is what I've been trying to say. Real Madrid is a team that actually has a lot of history, has a team with a lot of good players, a team with a lot of stars. And even though Dani Carvajal is not playing, even though Dani Carvajal had injury, we shouldn't struggle as we have done this season, because they say Anthony Rudiger is dealing with injuries. Lucas Vazquez, he can't defend. Sorry, he can't defend. We have someone else. Who is it now? Eder Militao. He has ACL. He can't defend. And the reason that Carlo Ancelotti even used him in the first place was actually stupid. It was stupid. That's all I'm trying to say. It was stupid by this manager. Anyways, the problem now that Dani Carvajal will face when he comes back, I don't think this is a huge issue. Because Trent can play CDM, and Dani Carvajal is not a player who can play only one position. He can play another positions too. The only difference for Dani Carvajal this time is that he's gonna have competition. It's gonna be harder for him to get more playing time. It's gonna be harder for him to come back to the old form, especially now that he's 30 plus and has been dealing with an ACL injury. It's gonna be hard for him to come back to the old form. And I'm sorry to say this, but I don't think Dani Carvajal will be the same Dani Carvajal. We might as well sit here next season and say Dani Carvajal is a fraud or Dani Carvajal is this. But in reality, the reason he is that is because he has been dealing with an injury. So please, guys, do not be hard on Dani Carvajal. Please. I'm telling you, this guy is not going to perform as you expected. It's not going to be the same as expected. This isn't the same Dani Carvajal that you saw in Euro 2024. This is not the same Carvajal that you saw in the 2023-2024 season. This is not the same Carvajal you saw in the last 10 years in Real Madrid when he was at his peak or prime. So, yes, just so you guys know, Dani Carvajal is a Real Madrid legend. Dani Carvajal, yes, has once been a Ballon d'Or contender or a potential guy to win the Ballon d'Or. But sadly, Dani Carvajal might not be the same when he returns from injury. So, I don't know. The only thing that's positive is that the guy is in the gym. He's training hard and he's doing everything in his power to come back before the FIFA Club World Cup. That's all I have to say about Dani Carvajal. And when Dani Carvajal returns to Real Madrid, only God knows what type of form this guy is in. This guy, I don't know, man. I seriously don't know. Only time will tell when he returns in the FIFA Club World Cup the type of form this man is in. But I just pray to God that Dani Carvajal is in a great form when he returns to Real Madrid. And guys, if you think Dani Carvajal will return to his old form, please let me know in the comment section. And of course, guys, if you're interested in content like this, make sure to like, notify, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to Madridista Central. I'm your host FTT. Hala Madrid. Y nada más. Bye bye.